Hey everybody, welcome back to Stone-Faced Reactions, and today we're watching another episode of Iron-Blooded Orphans. I'm Griffin, and this is Theta, and we'll be reacting today.
Episode 2, specifically. Episode 2.
Episode 2, yes, the second episode. We've seen one episode, and I think I really like the previous one.
Yep. And now we're at
they
Barbatos. I've already forgotten the name of the Gundam.
Mm-hmm. Last time they introduced all the characters all at once, multiple political factions, their intrigue, and they showed us the Gundam in action at the last 5 seconds.
Well, most of the characters. We literally cannot know if we've been introduced to all the characters yet.
That's true.
Having not seen the show before.
There's approximately 8 billion more characters left on Earth to introduce. Let's get started.
Well, I mean, they've shown us a bunch of people who sit on ships, the inspectors and the other guys in the white and red. I can't remember what faction they're a part of, but I don't even know if they've said their names yet. So, I mean,
yeah, their role is still very confusing to me. I think if I have to say anything about last episode, that's the part I don't understand the most of who exactly they are, because they're a military faction, but they're inspectors, but they're also going through with an assassination.
Well, I mean,
who knows?
I mean, technically, if you think about it, like during the Iraq War, when you had our weapons inspectors, they were also with military units, and those military units would also get into military actions.
Yeah, it's not like entirely outside the bounds of reality, but what they're doing in an official capacity is a little obfuscated, but probably doesn't matter. I just want to see them whip out the sword.
Well, also the people that we saw saying that they were that they were inspectors are not the same people that we saw on the ground. They have the same uniforms. That just means they're probably from the same faction. It doesn't mean that they're the inspectors themselves.
And of course, we still don't have our char yet.
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
I mean, it can't be any of the orphans. If you're a char clone, you're not one of the orphans.
That's true. But this is going to be the Gundam episode, because, of course, they have the name of the Gundam Barbatos in it.
Right, and we know that it was being repaired, because they were rushing out to get repaired when the base was under attack. Because you remember the not princess said that she could help. And they're like, no.
I still really wanted her to get into it. Oh, well.
I mean, you don't know. It could be a, shoot, what was the show again? It could be a, crap. What's the best mecha of all time again?
That's a loaded question.
No, it's pointedly, it's fact.
Legend of the Galactic Hero?
No. I said that a bunch in the last reaction. That's not the one I'm talking about, though.
I'm just going through names now.
Come on, Simone is the main character after a while.
Gurren Lagann?
There we go. That is the best.
There you go.
That's the best mecha of all time. And, you know, the girl, the actual princess, because that one actually has a princess, is in the mech with him a bunch of times. That could happen.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I was hoping she'd be the main pilot. Oh, well.
Well, we already know she didn't have a jack in her back to let her...
Oh, yeah, right, because that stuff is actually necessary for their technology. So we already know who are pilots and who are not.
Maybe. I mean, new technology could show up. Gundam is full of weird mech piloting systems.
This might also be their way around, like, coordinators and stuff. We'll see if they drop that at all in this series.
I don't know what coordinators are.
Oh, I'm sorry. New types. The coordinator was with the other series I was also watching, which is
so you haven't watched actual Gundam, but you know what new types are.
How could you not?
Well, again, you haven't watched actual Gundam, but you know what new types are.
Oh, right. So the thing I will be watching for then is the new type Flash. You know exactly what it is and exactly how it works.
Well, I don't think it'll happen, though, because new types specifically evolved from space, and these people are living on a planet.
Right. So, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be the main characters who end up with the new type Flash. It could be a cooler space character. It could be Char.
But we haven't met a Char yet. Also,
He could be introduced.
we haven't met anybody who's born in space. I mean, lives in space.
Right. So we'll find out real soon if that happens. I'll be curious. I'm actually almost betting it's not going to happen, but I want to see it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen this episode.
I don't know. New Types is very much a Gundam series thing, and that even doesn't show up in a whole lot of Gundam either. A bunch of the main branch, Universal Century stuff, doesn't have New Types anymore. It's a very early Gundam thing. I can see the future. I know what you're about to do. I can dodge bullets. Doesn't happen a lot anymore.
Look, all I know is I want more of it.
I could do with none of it.
All right. Well, only way to find out is to watch then, huh?
Oh no, we can speculate all day. Literally.
Yeah, we could just be here. I'm going to pull up my phone and go like, here's my Gundam trivia question of the day.
I mean, if I guess 100 answers, there's always a chance I could guess a couple right.
Yeah, best out of 100, so 199 questions.
How many Griffins and Raktuses does it take in front of a typewriter to type out all of Iron-Blooded Orphans correctly?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Gundam Tootsie Pop?
2.
Good answer.
The 1, a 2.
All right, let's get watching. Oh, right, the double-handed sword here. Just beat a tank to death.
What was it? I thought it was an axe.
What do you want me to do next, Orga?
The other mobile suits have axes.
All right, Mika.
I want to see you grit
I've
your
got a job
teeth.
for you. One that no one else here can do.
Brush that girl's hair.
I'm
This
here,
Orca
old
knows a
man.
thing about hair.
There you are. Come again. Take
What's going on?
I'm on it.
All we need is the interface from the Alea Vignana. These mobile
It's got
suits
battle
from the
damage on it.
Calamity War should be.
Oh, yeah.
Leia Vignana. That system uses special nanomachines and can only fuse with children because they haven't finished growing. It's highly dangerous, and some of...
Once those nanomachines go into the body, they create kind of a brain lobe
So
that
only
controls spatial
children
awareness.
can
Then through
pilot a
that,
Gundam.
it connects to an external
We
device,
got the premise.
making a system that allows the brain to directly process all of the mobile suit data.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, I
And
guess
if
you're
we
right.
didn't
They
have
are
it,
children then.
a kid like him with no education could never operate this thing.
You mean...
Look, Mikazuki, the feedback from a mobile suit is a whole lot different than a mobile worker's. It could damage your cerebral nerves.
It's all right. I mean, I never use them much anyway.
Come on now.
How could you? How could you say something like that? I mean, doesn't your own life matter to you at all?
Of course my life matters to me. But not just mine. Everyone's.
That's not what I meant.
So he's got the things around his face,
Seems
right?
all right.
And then she also has hair growing in exactly the same
That's
way.
fine.
I'll start it up.
I kind of feel like the
How do you read this?
animators only knew how to do one thing.
Gundam frame type.
Just draw some squiggly lines. That's some hair.
Alright.
That's close.
Mikazuki,
Old man! Are you ready? We can't hold him anymore!
just hang on. I think he's in trouble up here.
Well,
Oh.
answers your question from before, where the blood's coming from.
That word from before. It's this one's name.
Hey man,
God, are there
you
going to be
feeling all right?
self-intelligent
Yeah.
machines too?
So let's hurry.
In that case,
That'll be
He's
an
ready.
interesting twist.
Yamagi, lift it up.
Yeah, I haven't seen that since
Yamaki, you should bring him out on
Evangelion.
number 3. What?
The exit's completely blocked that way. Yeah, but
Or
it's close to the
Marvel.
battlefield.
Begin retinal projection.
Okay.
Tell
That's
me.
the thing I want to do
You think
right
you can
before I
win?
go into battle is
Maybe.
get blinded by the optical system
We're
of
out
the
of
Gundam.
options.
Oh,
Our only
gosh.
chance now is to fight with all we've got.
I hate to be that guy, but
Let's go.
her boobs got bigger
Barbatos.
since the first episode.
Oh, hey, opening.
Yeah. Also, this is a group that sang for My Hero Academia once before. At least it sounds like it.
Oh yeah, totally. The main singer definitely sounds similar. We could probably research and find out.
Yeah, but that's not how I'm first reacting.
My first reaction is to go to the internet and post about it.
Look, I'm just saying. She was flat-chested in the first episode.
I was not paying attention to that. I was paying attention to the cactus.
See, right there, look at that. And then look at her back when you go to the hangar. It's not my fault. It's a visual medium. What do you want? Well, clearly multiple Gundams. And the
Space
guys
Lances.
and the guys in the blue and white have some. Also a cowboy.
Oh, okay, that's a lot shorter than I thought it was. But he did pull out the sword.
We probably saw the Char clone in the opening.
I must have blinked and missed it then.
Might be the cowboy.
Alright, I'm cool with that.
Well, the cowboy really had the feel of,
You really took that thing down.
what was Zach's girlfriend's name?
Mikazuki's in there?
I don't remember.
Starts with a T.
It can't be. Captain Orla says we were never told anything about mobile suits being out here.
That's Crank.
Lieutenant!
Fine, cover me.
I'm still siding with Crank.
Here they come again!
I think he's my
Think he's still gonna
go-to.
live?
Well, I think he's my go-to right now.
You're not getting away!
Mikuzaki was your favorite,
I'll stop him
right?
right here, sir.
Yeah, he is right now.
I'm sticking with Crank right now.
Hold on! Are those retreating mobile workers from our side?
Just try and shoot me now.
God, I hate you guy.
Come on. Only a
Dukaki.
coward would try to bring down mobile workers.
Seriously? Look who's talking.
Also, yeah, your guy is killing innocent people.
Hold it on. Wait for me.
He's mine!
I mean,
Even
they
without a rifle,
were
I
also
know I
enemy
can take him
combatants,
down.
but
They
yes,
were
they are
retreating.
retreating, which is
Yeah.
a war crime.
He just throw his weapon? Ugh. Where'd he go?
I thought I was saying, no bullshit about standing on top of his sword or something.
Oh, that would immediately drain like all suspense out of the series.
But do you really believe that you can take down the Greys of Gallarhorn with an old mobile suit like
Gallarhorn.
that?
Yeah, well, so far one of you is already dead.
That's why I like Crank.
It can't be. Are you only a child?
That's right.
The sign of a Char clone is to take
was
on a mobile
every
suit,
soldier you
or a
killed
Gundam
out
in a
here.
mobile suit, right the moment you see it.
Remember that.
How is this happening?
We're gonna be the same
Ones
one.
who take you out. Lieutenant! Damn it!
Amazing reaction speed.
Am I out of gas?
That's what the out of fuel sign means, yes.
Okay.
Now this is where they wish they had the extension cord.
Yeah, if it's a
This range,
Gundam, it's made of
still
Gundanium,
take
which means it
aim.
can take bullets.
Crank is out of
What do you
there.
mean?
Looks like his thrusters are malfunctioning.
Lieutenant Crank is my
The
guy,
remaining
dude.
mobile workers are safe and have cleared the area. It's time to retreat.
He stood up to a Gundam
But why, sir?
in a mobile suit and survived, and then saved somebody else.
He's doing
not
pretty
done
good
yet.
right now. He's definitely going to be here for a
I'm not-
while. Oh, and he's dead.
Well, your dude just saw somebody in a bikini. If I know my Japanese anime right. Bulma just flashed Mr. Roshi for his Dragon Ball.
Oh my gosh, if we get up to that level of shenanigans, I'm going to be highly disappointed.
How many episodes away do you think the beach episode is?
Something's not right.
7.
Is everything okay?
So you think episode 9 is going to be the beach episode?
Yep, if I have to pick shot in the dark.
Well, that's certainly a tactic. No, stop!
What?
You're gonna kill
How
us.
could you fail me?
And there's more, sir. Captain Orlis died in battle. We lost a third of our soldiers as
That's
well
not
as
how I thought you
Greys.
spelled Gallarhorn.
Our only choice was
Yeah, the
to retreat.
surprise J in there.
How could this happen? I wanted the leader of the Martian independence movement to be destroyed on that base. Cordelia Iona Bernstein should have never made it out alive.
It's all about her.
With her gone forever, it would have caused an upheaval on Mars and only strengthened their hatred toward the people of Earth.
We were fighting against children.
Children? So you went out there and allowed some little punks to defeat you?
Did you hear me?
That's not what you want to tell your veteran right there.
I can't in good conscience fight soldiers who are so young. Especially when I know that they're fighting against their will.
You need to man up! Who cares how old the fighters are? I'm giving you a direct order! Exterminate them!
Children soldiers, also a war crime, by the way.
I don't know if that applies here, though.
It definitely applies.
Well, no, because this is a military specifically designed technology to use them. And they are part of an Earth Force colony which runs everything.
This can't be.
But the guy already brought up, like, this is obviously against their
This is
will.
all that's left of his Alea Vignana system.
As all
Right.
children soldiers are, as
about this.
children are
Roy
impressionable
said
and
you
easily
wanted
to
to die
manipulate into
smothered
doing
between
things like this.
Right, but nobody was saying it was against the law. They're all arguing, morally, I can't fight children.
True, maybe the Geneva Conventions don't apply to Mars here.
Answer me.
Main faction is
It
sketchy.
looks like the First Corps survivors
Right,
are
Taji is officially dead. In case anybody thought he could survive a kick.
Lieutenant Kaji, you don't got no
Space
legs.
rats gone. Hurry up, guys. Just bring them all out here.
Haeda, what are we gonna do now? We're all being targeted by Galahorn.
Open your mouth,
Naruba's
man.
gone.
Barely
I
my
don't
teeth
know.
that fused together.
Take what we can and get the hell out of here.
Oh, there he is, your
Fat
favorite.
Hitler.
Next move, quick.
Twirling his damn mustache.
I came down to
I'm
make a
bringing it
delivery.
back, baby.
So where are all the usual people who work around here?
Cookie! Cracker!
Brother, bro!
So, biscuit, cookie, and cracker.
Guys, you had to come out here now?
I'm sorry.
At least they got a theme, right?
Worried about you. We came all
Well,
this
we gotta wait till we know what the
way
last
to
name
thank
is.
us.
Oh, wait, Orphans. Never
Yeah,
mind.
Guess you're right.
Me too.
Okay. How many died?
There were 42 from 3rd Group and 68 from 1st Corps. But just so you know, you and this one here did a good job.
It's a lot more than I thought was shown on screen.
Atra, what are you doing here?
I guess it would be at minimum a 100-person battle on either side, right?
Well, no, it would be a lot more than that.
Mikazuki,
What's up?
Because they described like 100 people dying on their side alone. And we didn't see everybody that was in the fight
Thanks for
die.
asking. I'm kinda in a hurry, though. See you later.
Oh, sure. I'm so stupid. Why'd I ask him that? I knew he wasn't all right.
Kind of getting vibes of 8th MS Team mixed with like
years
Eureka
after
7.
The Calamity War, Mars was completely
gosh, you're
divided
absolutely
and then governed
right.
by the 4 different economic blocks.
Politics
As a result
explanation.
of this, poverty spread across the planet. And sadly, most of these victims were only children. Even to this day, with all the time that's passed, so many lives are being lost. There are innocent little ones who suffer each day. And something must be done!
Miss.
Fumi-tan, where were you? I was worried!
Oh, I'm quite all right, miss. It's just a scratch.
Calling now, spy for the other side.
I'm sorry about
Fubitan.
I was just thinking the same thing,
I've been
actually.
given strict orders to contact Mr. Bernstein before anybody else.
I believe you find his name is
Well, he
Berenstein.
was very worried about you, and he wants you back home right away.
But for some reason, my
See
father,
what I
who's
mean?
completely against the freedom movement, gave his full support. It just seems...
So you're still here?
Mikazuki, well, Thank you so much. I really appreciate your protecting me.
You don't have to thank me.
I didn't do it for you.
Because of me, those people...
You gotta stop this, alright? You really think all those people died? Because of something you did?
Boom, got it.
Don't disrespect my friends like that.
Those eyes. It felt like he could see right through me. Like he was laughing at me.
We call this just PTSD.
Sorry, I had the song True Colors starting to go through my head.
Stop that. You shouldn't
See to the real me.
Just put it down. Excuse me. So, who are you? Is she your friend, Atra? What? No. Need some help?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Kudelia Aina Bernstein.
Kudelia?
I heard you talking back here, so I just...
Hold on.
I have to adjust that name again. There we go.
Wait, are you saying she's a celebrity? I want an autograph. Yeah, could I get one too?
You fool! You made us look like idiots, using us for your own
I heard
game.
that when First Corps
You
went
made us
into their
adults
surprise
using
attack,
children as
all of you
filters,
guys ran
like
into a
idiots.
situation.
Fat Hitler.
Why does he
So
keep
how is
getting
that
close-up shots? Why is
We
he
all-
that important?
We all know who he is.
Huh? What the hell are you looking at?
I can't
You
wait
all
for
want
us to
some
be
of this
undercover
too?
boss, and Fat Hitler is just...
This is between you and me.
'Cause who else uses child
Come
soldiers,
on.
really?
Let's do it.
And he's still too much of a teenager and gets beat up.
Just leave him.
And that's when Orca stabbed a man to death with his hair.
Battle and report to me. And hurry up!
Orga! Damn it! I won't forgive them!
Me either.
Fight him, stole the keys from his pocket or something.
Wait, are you sure?
You said you wanted to do this before, Eugene. It's time to take over.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, there we go.
But in a situation like this,
I was thinking that they would all just like
I've already
run
lost so
away
many
or
out
something,
there.
but no, takeover makes
Listen,
sense.
Aruba was a good-for-nothing bastard, but those guys in First Corps are worse. To them, we're just human shields who can go and fight their battles for them. It won't take too much longer before their business goes south. Then the jobs
They
will
won't
get
give
even
me
more
any more
dangerous
of their
for
hair
us.
gel.
No way we'll make it out in
So
one
this is a
piece.
military corps, but
And
it's
if we
also a
leave,
business.
Kids like us will never be able to find jobs.
Well, yeah, no,
Looks
they
like
mentioned
we don't
before
have any
the
other choice.
guys they're trying to get funding
What do you
from.
think about this?
Mhm.
Are you in or out?
No
We're
bleeps.
nothing but human debris. Each one of us are here against our will.
Hey, they said it out loud.
So I'll follow whoever's in charge. Whether it's
Well, yeah, the other guy said it
guys
out loud too.
or you.
He didn't think it. His mouth was moving.
Okay.
It's now very clear that is text and not just
Hey,
a
wait,
guess by
what about
another character.
He
He wasn't guessing, he said it.
Serious?
If Mika's against me on this, that's it, you guys.
You gotta trust
Call it
Lieutenant
off.
Crank.
What? Orga?
That's right, Crank always has
That
the right
won't
of
happen.
things, you know?
I'm sure he'll have my back.
Hasn't
on
been
this
proven
one.
otherwise.
If he knows I'm serious, he won't even hesitate.
Look, I'm
You're
calling
not
it
gonna
one
take the
more.
troops?
No, I'm going along.
No, I
One more
literally
fight.
nominate.
Even 3 of our mobile suits
One more
weren't any
fight
match
with
for those
Lieutenant
guys.
Crank,
I
where something
underestimated
unexpected happens to surprise
I
him and
won't make
shake
the same mistake
his view of
twice.
things.
In that case, sir,
I still definitely
I wanna go
nominate
with
Crank
you.
for
We
got
smartest
banged up
character in the
pretty badly,
series.
so you'll only slow me down.
He's definitely the best
I
soldier.
have to.
Fighting against children.
Lieutenant?
Please, Ein. I'm going alone. I have a plan, and I don't want to drag the rest of you down with me.
Please protect your big brother Ed.
Of course not.
I don't want to fight them. But if there's no choice, I'll have to engage.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, see, he keeps that eye closed. It's
Don't
gotta
you
be a
wanna say
thing.
goodbye?
Like a
A lot of
sniper
our boys went
tactic or
down
something.
back there.
Nah, that's okay. It's like you said, years ago. You'll have
No,
plenty
it's
of time
open
to
now.
see the dead when it's your turn to join them. So just try and keep the living alive. And give everything you've got to protect them.
That's a weird affectation he has.
I said that, huh? Maybe so.
Hair never changed.
Hey,
Huh?
I want you to do something.
It's actually completely solid.
Shoot me in the arm
It's
again.
kind of important, so... That's it? You're just gonna accept before hearing it?
Of course I will. 'Cause it's you. If you want to do something, that's good enough for me.
Knew I could count on
I
you.
feel like that's a setup later for a
It's not.
betrayal of trust.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really know what their backstory is all about yet.
They clearly grew up independent on each other. They're
Specialist Major
right, but we don't know the basis of that.
Wonderful to see you.
Dependence.
Thank you for coming here, gentlemen.
Like I killed your parents,
It's been quite a while, hasn't it, Major Quill?
It's rather cramped in here, but I've
So the
prepared
blue
a
and white
little party
guys
for
and the
you
red and white guys are on
Though
the same
you must
team.
be tired after all that traveling. Please, get some rest.
Thank you so much. Indeed.
If I can be of any assistance, then please don't hesitate to ask me. We'll prepare any necessary
If you don't mind, sir.
Talk to the
we'll
hand.
do the inspection at our discretion.
All right.
But we do appreciate
They do have a
your
job.
offer.
Okay.
You're quite right.
And they're gonna do
you
it
should
now.
be allowed to do as
The
you
inspection
please.
scene.
Well then, this way. You make sure everything is ready.
Right, but all the same faction. That's what I'm saying.
So much commotion around here. I can tell they're hiding something. It's obvious.
Right in front of you, I can hear what you're saying.
Damn those two idiots.
Think I can't hear them from here?
You better be doing your job.
Well, it sticks in my head from Eden of the East, where they were constantly saying noblesse oblige, which is the noble something. Obligation, the noble obligation. Noblesse just means noble.
Yeah. Which
That looks like a different
silly
Gundam.
name.
And I don't know, the woman that we both said was a spy is still there. Also Korn.
Maybe she's not. Surprise, Korn.
Cookie! Miss Cadelia's so
That song was good,
beautiful,
though.
like really pretty. But I couldn't help noticing. She's kind of clumsy, isn't she? Come on now, don't say that, Cracker. I can see she's working pretty hard. Maybe it's up to the two of us to teach her stuff. Sure, and we should tell her she's awesome if she acts like a good girl. Yeah! Next time on Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron-Blooded Orphans. Episode 3, Glorious Demise.
Also, I don't think in the long term you're going to appreciate having the name Cracker as a little white girl.
It's the future. They've gotten over such things, probably.
Oh, sure. This seems like a society that's really gotten past a lot of problems.
And then reverted right back on the child soldier thing. Yeah. It's one step forward, two steps back, isn't it?
All I'm saying is that all the people in power right now seem to be white.
Don't remind me.
Name one
That's
character.
what we get for Gundam.
Say name one character that's in a powerful position that's wearing a clean uniform. It's not a white guy.
Now, even more like, the problem with sci-fi is always like, well, they're all from Earth, but we're only going to use, like, explicitly one ethnicity. At least, like, in Gundam Wing, I remember, like, there were people who were from other places in the globe.
But yeah, I mean, there's non-white people here. They're just the poor orphans. So, showing the...
Oh, gosh, you're right. Oh, it gets even worse now.
I mean, to be fair, they do have Fat Hitler on their side. Although I guess they're going to overthrow Fat Hitler.
They keep giving him mugshots.
Yeah, and then they had the whole fight between the, First Company and Rat Pack, or whatever they're calling themselves. He's, like, smirking like he knows what's about to happen. Like, somewhere behind the scenes, Fat Hitler is pulling the strings.
I would be really surprised if they just make him a main character somehow. I'm going to be completely shocked.
Yeah, by the end, there's like a Gundam piloted by Fat Hitler. And he's the main bad guy, the rebel organization. Something weird has happened.
Yeah. Though, like, as fast as, like, the episode went, I was definitely wrong about, like, what was going to happen in that episode, which is they didn't get around to the love triangle. They didn't do another fight. They didn't really explain the Gundam beyond, like, yeah, we had it in the back.
Yeah, like, it was trash or something, and he got it, and he was going to sell it for parts or things of that nature.
Yeah, they literally, like, scrap-teched another tank to it to get it to work.
I mean, I want to say it's not like the first time that's ever been a thing in Gundam, where, hey, we found a Gundam, and we repaired it, and now we're using it. Because the Gundam is never on the side of the people who should have a Gundam, right? Like, well, I mean, maybe in the original Gundam, it's like, okay, the Earth military has a Gundam, and that's it. But it's, oh no, because even then it was like an experiment. The dude made it as an experiment. and then he died. But it's never
Yeah.
it's always the underdogs that have the Gundam. It's never, hey, here's the military organization that could afford to make this thing. Here's the guerrilla organization that doesn't even know what Gundanium is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It's never the people that ought to have a Gundam. It's the people that morally should have a Gundam.
Right. But hey, we have the name for the princess now, Kudelia. She's very aware her father is trying to kill her now, which, good on her. She's smart about the situation.
Does she know? I mean, all she knows is that her father signed off on it. Not the killing her part, but on the her going to Earth part.
Her little arc there is she wants to be sure, but she has enough evidence that she could logically draw the conclusion because there's no other answer.
Well, no. Her father signed off on her going to Earth. She got attacked on Mars. So how does that implicate her father? I mean,
She said it's supposed to be secret, and the only other person who knew was her father.
Well, I mean, she's on a military base where she's literally talking to everybody she can get put in front of.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so actual.
So
secret.
she has a very, very valid concern and is drawing a very logical conclusion to it. She's definitely a smart character.
I mean, she's not really being secret though. Literally, she just sat down in front of a bunch of whole military people and discussed her itinerary. And the people that were attacking her were apparently the same military.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So there's also Gallerhorn and Noblesse, and so the Orphans are trying to get funding from Noblesse, and Gallerhorn exists and has like the whole noble aspect to it too, and it's clearly like some higher tier organization above like whatever standard military is happening.
Well, Noblesse is a corporation. Gallerhorn is a faction of Earth Sphere. What does the abbreviation on the backs of their uniforms? What does that mean?
I don't know.
CGS. Do we know what's the organization that starts with C? I know that's one of the factions that they mentioned before.
It does. It's not coming to mind, unfortunately.
Unless CGS is an abbreviation of all the factions, because we know one starts with a C, and Gallerhorn obviously starts with a G.
Circle, group, sector.
Unless the S stands for sphere, and it's something about the Earth sphere.
We could be here all day guessing.
Celestial global sphere.
Corporate group sphere.
I don't know, but it's on the back of all the uniforms of all the orphans, the main characters of the show, so it means something important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're clearly a part of this faction, which is for Mars independence for sure. Otherwise, she wouldn't be visiting.
Well, she's on her way to Earth, is what she said this episode.
Right, to convince people to let it happen. But this is the faction that wants it to happen.
Although, was she on her way to Earth, or was she already at Earth? Because we also saw her giving the speech.
They're on Mars.
No, they're on Mars now, but has she already come back? Because, again, we saw her give the speech already.
That was a flashback, I'm pretty certain. I was also confused to the timing of it.
Well, no, I'm saying
I'm pretty sure it was a flashback.
It's a flashback, but is it a flashback to her already having gone to Earth and come back?
I don't know it's clear who her audience was during the flashback, just that this was a part of her character building moment and builds to her being where she is.
I thought it was the United Nations. It looked very much like a space future United Nations scenario.
Mm-hmm. Right. They just didn't say out loud who it was. That's all. I guess we'll find out soon.
Yeah, I guess with no context of what she's done before.
I mean, like we said, this episode went really fast. They dropped a whole lot. Hopefully they will continue to explain.
Yeah. We just really got to pay attention next time to see what the C-named faction is if they drop that again. Because the inspectors are from the C-named faction too, I thought. But they're clearly operating with Gallerhorn because they're on their ship.
Mm-hmm.
But if our main characters are in the C-named faction, then it doesn't make sense why Gallerhorn is attacking them and then operating with the inspectors.
Right. They're clearly doing something that they shouldn't be doing anyway. But predictions for next episode. Crank fight.
Crap, what was the name of next episode?
It
was just on the screen, but we've talked for so long I can't remember what it was. All right.
Exactly.
You say crank fight. obviously it has to be because he just had the whole I'm leaving to go fight the kids that I don't want to fight. Let's see. They're going to take over the base. They're going to start... Okay, at some point during next episode, I predict they're going to start their uprising. So, explosions in the base caused from within. It's going to send people crazy. Probably going to happen at night. That's a prediction. And then during that is when the actual attack is going to happen, when Lieutenant Crank and his people show up. Oh god, a bunch of people on the side Lieutenant Crank is fighting are obviously going to die. Lieutenant Crank is going to fight the Gundam. Lieutenant Crank's mobile suit's going to be heavily damaged, but I predict he'll retreat, losing an arm, possibly a leg.
Ooh, very interesting. So they did mention that they have their specialist coming in a couple days. That's got to be our Char moment. It's got to be.
I predict if that happens next episode, Cowboy. It's gonna be the Cowboy.
Cowboy enters the scene.
The guy I guess you didn't see in the intro.
Yeah. Oh no, I totally saw him. All right, so I guess that's our predictions for next time. So this has been Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Griffin, this is Theta, and we'll watch more Gundam next time. See you, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?